So, new boyfriend.
Right.
And we are back at his, getting a little frisky.
Oh, this!
My
I
hands may
fucking
have
saw
been,
this!
wandering slightly. Go on.
I
Then
can't, I
I
can't.
start having a spasm.
No.
Which he misinterprets.
So awkward.
He was a good lady.
You're so bad.
That's what he said.
That played on TV.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
On TV, that ad
usually
played.
start the music now.
During the Para-Olympics, that played. During the Para-Olympics.
Hey, Kaz, what's up, man? How's it going over in your world? It's been a while. Feeling good in the hood.
Wow.
Is that Miller? That's a Miller voice. Shut up, Winamp. No one fucking needs you to autoplay the next fucking file.
One chance. Mom spaghetti.
Start over.
Fucking, you missed your one opportunity.
Quit.
Not
Hello.
like this.
Oh,
Welcome to
God.
Not like this.
It's been a while, everyone. I gotta get
podcast.
back on the fucking horse.
I'm just gonna fight through it. I'm King Kaz.
Oh, good. Miller's got a fucking soundboard that isn't accounted for in the audio setup.
Damn it! My computer's not set up to do that. Otherwise, I would totally be on
I
it.
just do it because every time I do it, Curly yells at me. He gets really red and angry.
But that would be hilarious to do its soundboard off.
You're making Kaz make that face. Don't fucking say it's my fault. I'm trying to stop. He's got an intro to do. Take it away, Kaz.
I'd like to welcome our guest, RagePandaPajamas. And
What did you?
I do the same thing every fucking time I say her name. Because we have Rage Mage who fucking frequents the channels all the time, and so I say Rage immediately, and I'm like Panda Rage Pajamas Padanas.
There's another streamer who every time I come into her stream, she just goes Rage Pajamas.
Mamalamas.
You drunk?
No,
you that said
no,
Rage Pajamas?
Her name is Beth Freeman Artist. You guys
Yeah, I
can
know
look her
that.
up. Every time
know
I
that.
go into her stream, she goes Rage Pajamas.
It's whenever
How you doing?
Sarah raids
You
herself
definitely got
accidentally.
drunk.
Yeah, I raid myself all the time, just
Oh.
because I'm lonely. I have no friends.
You're like, all right, guys, everyone, we're gonna go to the channel, and when I say go,
All right, post the link. Twitch.tv/RagePandaPajamas. All right.
also on his
Oh my
returning
God!
effort, the real C. Miller. 'Cause I didn't
Hi.
get to that part.
Who's that?
welcome back.
I've been here so many fucking times. They know who I am.
Not in the last year, bitch.
It's wow.
Fucking chat sassy
Wow.
today.
Just wait for it.
I'm gonna mark that one on the board for shots fired early.
Yeah. 3 minutes in, Curly
3
calls a
minutes.
guest a bitch.
Well, me this time.
It's all good. No, Miller is actually, there are kids here that don't really know you, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
it's
cool
true.
thing. That's the cool thing about evolving channels and everything. But for those that don't know, I mean, Miller is just a strong fucking friend of the channel. I mean, if you ever, back read
Strong.
any of the shenanigans we've done either on Twitter or Facebook and whatnot, Miller will frequent those from all of the conventions. And if you are looking to the future and going to said things like TwitchCon in the next 2 weeks, you will see much more of his bearded fucking face, especially next to my face. So get excited for that shit.
Oh, you're all the way over there. Damn it. I was gonna rub beards, but you're all the way over there.
It's a lot of work to I'm not even gonna try. I just collapse the entire OBS scene and just die.
Oh,
And that's how we go out.
are you
Well,
making a hand
technically,
puppet?
where my face is,
Did you just hand puppet Curly?
I mean,
Just
Oh no, to the right. There we go. Ah, there we go. My arm does this for some reason now. Congratulations. You just got Avenue Q'd.
Oh,
Gotta use both hands so that now we can drink.
oh, don't start talking about musicals or Rent.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just got Avenue
white
Q'd.
people.
I will start singing. Don't do it.
Mhm.
That'll be the
Yeah.
second part of the show. We'll do that for the after show. We'll just bust into musical. Be great.
Yeah.
No, honestly, there's gonna
everybody
be-
will be off.
Oh shit! What up, Squeak?
There's gonna be some drunken times, man.
So,
Hey, Daisy.
Rage is new to the show.
What the fuck, Kaz? For those that are for audio viewers,
Kaz, let's be professional about this, man. Come on, get your shit
I
together.
had 2 weeks, right? Like, no, hold on. I'm gonna pull a curtain back.
I swear,
2 weeks to prepare for
Kaz
this,
used to
right?
be able to hit the post like the best of us.
Yo.
And
Now he's just smelling the toast.
whatever, man.
Whatever, drink, it helps. Okay, this show is about our existing needs and desires and latent psychological issues where we wanted to be traditional old school radio DJs and make a podcast. So we bring on chucklefucks like Panda and Miller, and we fucking talk about news stories that go on in the week, and we call it a podcast. I hope you enjoy it.
Well, yeah, but I figured since Panda is new, we'd ask Panda, how she got into the streaming things and all those kind of things. I have a little bit of a Discord in the front part of the show.
I mean, so hold on. Where's the? I'm still at this point. We need to have Miller collecting over under bets on the spread between how long Panda's partnered before Curly, because everyone that comes on the show is partnered before I will ever be partnered with Twitch.
Yeah, once you come to this show,
it's the Colbert bump.
Yeah,
It's the Curly bump.
you'll get partnered pretty quickly.
Don't you worry.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd have to start streaming more often to do that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Trust me,
You
you don't.
They just got to be like, oh, there's another person that Curly calls a friend on Twitch. Oh, fucking partner that motherfucker. Let's make him fucking squirm. Here
I
you-
did
Right,
just
'cause-
I did just get added on types of dudes stream team.
types of Jews.
I did just finish watching
I've
Band
only
of
had
Brothers.
one drink.
No, wait, not Band of Brothers. What's the other one?
Band of Jew brothers.
It's
Dude, fucking dude.
boy with the striped Rage Panda pajamas.
The one with Tom Hanks, man. Not
We Three Kings.
All right, you're taking me from trying to get to.
Black Hawk Down.
No, Tom Hanks isn't in that. The fuck are you doing?
I love this game because I'm bad at stars. I have no idea who's what, and whenever anyone does this, I just start naming movies.
Saving Private Ryan. Thank you, Reverend
Big.
Fox. Saving Private Ryan.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know why. I was on a bender and I was like, you know that moment where you're flipping through Netflix and you're like, ooh, I can watch this. Ooh, I can watch this. Ooh, I can watch. Ooh, this
you
is
mean
on here.
You mean like the last 2 weeks with fucking Miller?
Well, what's that fucking one? Speaking of Jews, wow.
Here's my thing,
Speaking
right?
of Jews, are you talking about
What
the
is the
midgets of
I am-
Auschwitz?
I am so happy I am not the most racist person on this episode today.
No, literally, it's not the midgets.
I'm letting it play out.
It's like
It's the dwarves of
the
Auschwitz.
dwarves, the seven dwarves
The
of
seven
Auschwitz.
dwarves of Auschwitz is a movie.
I would like to-
Look it up. It's on Netflix. I'm
I
not
would like to
making
throw
this shit
this
up.
flag in here that DKG does not hate Jews, has never hated Jews.
I
will
worked for the
continue
Jewish
to
Federation for a
fucking
year.
love
Can you be?
Jewish people.
Very good friends with Jews, right?
I got black friends.
I don't
A,
have any
nor- a
black
normal
friends, though.
podcast at this point would start pumping the brakes, but I am okay. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna say
Hashtag no filter.
there's a flag on the play, but definitely penalty declined. Play on it. We're gonna keep going.
And just lost that Five Guys sponsorship.
No, that's Nikon's.
Never
You
getting
have
that back.
Nikon's
That's why-
never gonna show up again.
What do we call Nikon?
Gypsy.
The gypsy Jew.
Yes. So.
He is neither a gypsy nor Jewish.
Yeah, well, let's not go back to those time periods.
Never been proven in a court of law.
Who you want him to put? You want him to show papers, Kaz? Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to say our friend of the channel, we've known for 5 years, need to show his papers, or he's not allowed back in the building.
Glory to our Strelska. How it works.
Papers, please.
Papers.
So am I supposed to talk about how I got into streaming?
I don't fucking know. Dude, do what you
I
want.
think we covered that. I thought we covered that already. Something about a Jewish house and then fucking Hotel Rwanda, right?
Yeah, no.
For dogs?
Wow, that is a callback.
I don't know things, but I know fucking John.
Holy shit, Curly.
Wait, what is his name?
That is
John-
years ago.
Years of old shit.
Years.
Those are the things we share, boo. You and me, buddy. Eskimo kisses.
We'll tell you.
You don't have to do it with your mic. Lovely. What do you need
no.
something?
Eskimo brothers are different than Eskimo kisses. That's right.
Killing me. My sister's hovering hard over here and not saying a word. What do you want? I'm gonna turn the camera on you. God damn.
Is she a fucking sand person?
She's what's that chick from The Ring?
Yeah.
Glorious.
Is she
Climbing up the
coming
wall.
out of your TV right
It's at the back of it, yeah.
now? Get their hair on her face.
Kaz, what has happened this week in the
Time out.
news?
How are they making another Ring movie? Why? How?
Ring?
Why?
Wait,
Yeah, they're making a second one.
which
Oh,
was
never
the
really?
one where the animals got mad?
Holy shit. 2009, Curly.
The animals got mad in the first
Years
one.
ago.
The
Wow.
horses, and then the horse jumped off the.
There was one that was I went to
I
the
think
movie.
He's talking about Pet Cemetery.
No. It was either The Grudge or The Ring, and it was like one of like the second or the third ones into it. And this chick, the chick was like driving, and it was like nature was rebelling against her because she was bringing the curse with
You talking
her.
about the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
And no, there was honestly, I swear to God, there was a
Talking
fucking
about The
scene.
Village?
There was a scene she was driving and like stopped because the deers stopped her in the road, and they all looked at her, and there was like a CG animation on just the mouth, like a fucking annoying orange or like a Markiplier fucking mouth, and they were like, and I was like, I started laughing hysterically in the movie theater, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. And then they just like kept ramming the car and killing themselves on the car like a bunch of pigeons. It's terrifying.
That sounds
might
like
be The Grudge.
M. Night
I think that's The
Shyamalan.
Ring.
Is
It does sound
is
like
it?
M. Night Shyamalan, though.
What's that movie?
It's this animal farm.
I don't know.
I think Black
man.
Hawk-
I think it's
Black
the
Hawk
one-
Down.
I think it's the one with Mark.
The Happening. The
Wahlberg
Happening. Yeah. It's called The Happening. Oh, that movie was terrible.
Never seen it.
going down. Basically, trees kill people,
Trees got angry and killed all the humans.
Oh, that's Evil Dead.
except for Mark Wahlberg.
Except for-
because Mark Wahlberg is fucking.
He's a plant guy.
Fucking the plants love CC Music Factory for some reason.
Isn't that the one
man.
where he's
They
on-
Won't let that shit go.
Is that the one where he's on Mars?
No.
Play the
That's
news
not
bumper.
Mark Wahlberg
Play the
either.
fucking news bumper. Play the goddamn.
I love playing with people with movie shit because I have no idea. It's great.
Matt Damon.
It's breaking brains.
Damon.
What happened in the news this week, Kaz? We got a podcast that's burning hours.
There's no bumper. I don't.
You can't just go into
Fill
it.
that knowledge hole. It's Kaz's news bag.
Oh, okay. You want to know about the news? So I, like many people, have a lot of fears that I think would paralyze me and cause me to have like some really fucked up moments. But this girl, I think, takes the cake for right now. She was driving her car. It was a teen girl. So I'm gonna assume she was actually on her phone texting or Snapchatting somebody. You know, look at me, bitch, driving.
God.
Like I do.
But her claim was
She's playing
that there
Pokemon
was a
Go.
spider in her car, and as she tried to get rid of the spider, she ended up driving her car into a lake.
Would have done the same. That's the only way you can handle that situation. She actually deserves a medal because she handled the situation perfectly.
She
Okay.
killed that spider.
I don't know if it's a one-up depending on your fears. I was driving a car once. Not even I can't even explain this like without having to preface that I'm not joking. I was driving home like 3 a.m. from a friend's house. Dark, foggy, road was hard to see. Got in my car, started driving, got to the third light, started to pull on the freeway, and I look over on my dashboard, and where my vents are in the dashboard, there is a lizard just looking at me like he's ready to just jump on me. And I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? I don't know how to handle the situation. And honestly, careening into a river was like, I wish there was a river around. That kind of would have helped.
They like the lizards from fucking holes.
The Shia LaBeouf movie?
Yeah, the Shia LaBeouf movie with the.
Who could just bring some holes? How do you fucking Rolodex that? Like, I need a reference.
Damn,
holes.
lizards.
There we go.
That car looks
I mean-
that car looks dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
It's just dead.
Because of a spider?
yeah.
Why
Is that-
you-
are
Because of a
you're
spider.
in your head like, oh, it's
Is that-
upside down. That's
is that-
definitely an upside down car.
Is that what cars do when they die? They float upside down. It's like a cockroach.
Fucking Stanley yelling at.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Fuck that shit, dude. Like, I am definitely terrified of spiders. There are moments that I think have happened on this podcast where I've watched spiders crawl from the ceiling and I fucking like action rolled out. Like,
Yeah, you know what you
Because
do
that
when
shit-
that happens? You go, and then they're done.
And there
No,
it
because
goes.
Miller, you say that, right? But here's the reaction that happens is you're doing something and you're like, oh fuck! Where'd it go? Fuck!
Well, this chick's plan was to
That's
just
when you
leave.
panic.
She just left the car. She just
She
got out.
abandoned ship.
Yeah, she was like, "It's yours. You win. This is your car now, Spider." The spider was holding a
She's
knife.
like, You can have it.
He's
You
like,
can have it. The spider had a gun. He was like,
bitch.
Give me the
"Pull
car,
over
bitch.
me."
What's
Give me the
that
car,
video,
bitch.
that video of the crab that's holding the fucking
"Yeah, gangster ass crab. Yeah, that's great,
yeah.
glorious." Yeah,
Give me
no,
the car and your iPhone.
I think she did all right
And
here.
your iPhone. I want to take a selfie.
All right.
Yeah.
Next news story. This one is good because I don't believe this one for a
I love
fucking.
the title
instant.
of this alone is great.
So, two Chinese women collapse in the street after arguing for 8 hours.
I believe this.
The picture is amazing.
Wait, why?
Like,
They're just laying there.
there is nothing. There is
They're just-
nothing
they're just
in the
out.
world that I could argue about for
eight
that
hours.
without eating
That's
or
some
drinking.
that's some
And you like to
dramatic
argue.
ass. That's some dramatic ass shit.
Like,
Heated argument on the street.
I let
On
shit
the
go after a
street.
minute sometimes. Like, I'll argue with somebody and then like 2 minutes later I'm like, man,
I'm waiting for the day that me and Miller have an argument.
Oh yeah, Miller relationship arguments are great.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh man. One of
Yeah.
them was foaming at the mouth and was incontinent.
What the fuck?
Which
Were
in
they
case
like high?
No.
I mean,
Well,
if you're arguing for that long, probably.
I
We're
mean,
arguing about who took that last hit.
the thing is, I don't know if you. I guess it's one of those things where you can't prove it, that she was incontinent before or after the argument. They were just
I don't
like, "This
know.
is just an observation. We're not making any fucking decisions." That's like when something happens
Wow.
to your car, like a tree falls on it, and you're like,
yeah, you're just like,
well, before that tree hit it, I think the upholstery was looking better than that, and yeah, no, it definitely had less miles on it before the tree hit it. Please help me. Please help me. Neither woman ate or drank anything during the entire dispute. Well done.
yeah.
That'll learn you
Right,
guys.
so,
Stay hydrated when you're fucking arguing.
How would you
This
not
one-
pee for 8 hours? Wait.
You're, oh, no.
I
That's,
would have to take a pee break at some point during that. 8 hours?
See, no, but no. If you think about it, right, you're thinking, for 8 hours, if you drink something there, but if you don't drink or eat anything, then you don't have reason to pee necessarily.
if you're on a nonstop loop in your head of X gonna give it to you, and you're fighting with a girl on the street, you're not thinking about having to go pee. Fucking 8-hour loop. Oh Christ.
I mean, did they just keep going? I don't know, man. I can't even. Like,
I want to know. You know who I want to give the award to is the person who stood there and fucking watched. for 8 hours.
Well, yeah, who was there with a stopwatch?
Who was like,
Or it was someone that was like, "Yo, those girls are arguing. That's funny." They
came
started
back after work.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna go to work and I'll be back later." And he's like, "Oh, those bitches are still there. Oh, she shit herself. She's pissing all over the place."
Homeboy went to work, came back during lunch break, went back to work. Stopped at 7-Eleven, grabbed a 6-pack, and then went back after.
I really do hope that. I mean, there's one person that you want to be not incontinent in this shot of the two women. Like, I hope she's not pissing herself.
I'm about to say, wait, how did the argument end up with her between her legs?
I mean, you collapse, dude. You fucking dominoes, humans.
I'm just saying, like, did they work it out at that point? Because I mean, if I'm between some lady's legs, I would assume that things got better after a while.
It was over money.
I mean, hate sex.
Maybe they were. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they were hate fucking.
Hate. Okay.
It's a, it happens.
So I want to know if anybody's ever been in this situation, and maybe Curly, because he's probably been to as many bars as I have. When two people start arguing and drawing at each other like they're getting ready to fight, and you kind of try to start to break them up, but they're just kind of like really, really going at it, and you just give up after a minute, and you're just like, oh, fuck it, man.
When I get hit is when I give up.
Yeah. Yep.
That's when I'm done. Because I'll be the bro. Like, I'll be like,
unless you're fighting homeless people on the streets of San Francisco, and I have to stop you from beating the shit out of a fucking schizophrenic guy.
There's just something that triggers in me, man. I go Papa Bear when people are fucking with my people. I don't care. You can fuck with me all you want. You can call me names in the street. But when like someone like almost looks like they're gonna hit one of my baby ducklings, I was like, I had my whole Twitch crew with us, and this guy's like fucking being all scary and coming at people. And I'm like, I'll puff up. I'll be like, oh, I don't fight.
I had to be like, Curly, dude, no, he's nuts. Just let him go. Just fucking, he's gonna go beat the shit out of that sign and then go pass out somewhere. Let him go.
There's something about it, man. Just don't fuck with my crew. Like, don't
the guy
fuck.
That was fighting the newspaper dispenser.
Yeah. Thanks, someone. Grab a juice, but I got here.
Yeah, juice.
Juice.
Yeah, I made my joke in the chat. I'm done. You can't possibly normally clap like that. That is the weirdest clap in the world.
Normal clap.
Oh my god!
You don't clap like this?
I fucking put my hands together and I clap. I don't fucking.
You don't clap like this. Nobody claps like this. All right,
I'm sure all the boys in San Francisco call him Papa Bear.
Oh, geez.
Yup.
You know what? You know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. So,
What?
one of our other favorite places.
That's how I clap. What's weird with that?
Don't you let them get to you. Don't you?
You do you,
late for
boo-boo.
They will pick at it
you.
like a
Stand up
scab.
for your
They will
rights to
pick at it
clap.
like a scab. They will
I'm
get
a woman.
Unborn Phoenix. What's up, dude?
What up?
But all right, so this one comes from Reddit, but it comes from a question posed by Pornhub because that's what Pornhub does.
I fucking
I
love
was there
Pornhub.
just earlier today. What?
What?
They
The
promised-
website or the building?
Yes.
Both.
We were all on the website this morning. I mean, come on.
This morning.
They
Just
promised
this
to plant
20 minutes
a
before the
tree
show.
for every 100 videos watched.
So, I mean, we're talking like Fern Gully Earth.
What?
I mean, have you seen the view counts on fucking any porn website?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's what this whole thing is about.
I mean, it could be a
is this
15-second
Reddit post.
picture of a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's got 8 million views. Like, how does this happen?
People have already had that moment of like, yo, that's a lot of fucking trees. So they've tried to do the math to figure out exactly
Dial
how
it
many
back, fucking please.
videos-
Yes.
How many videos and how many trees would that actually be?
No, this is perfect. I'm looking at what you're talking about right now. I fucking love how nerds treat
did
shit
the
like
math
this.
is amazing. Yeah.
They're like anyone could make the porn jokes, or not even the jokes, but just be like, porn website doing this, blah blah blah. But people are like, all right, well, the surface area of the Earth is 1.49 million, like, and you get into the math of it. I'm like, I love this shit. This is the shit that goes in like XKCD books and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, XKCD.
It's like physically impossible. Love it. That's awesome. I honestly like. Sure, porn's amazing and all that stuff.
Love
but I've
that
never.
One of the very first like comments after is a correction.
Yeah.
Not sure about the rest, but looks like you divided by 100 at the end, not multiplied. Should be about 58 trillion videos. You fuck ass. It doesn't say the fuck ass part, but you know what they meant.
Yeah.
Miller, what are you doing?
I have problems sitting still.
I know
okay?
you do, but on screen, like fucking butterfly knife all of a sudden. Just
It's
hey
the
guys.
closest thing- I mean,
I
it's
gotta
that
make
or
sure-
my dick.
gotta-
It's that or my dick.
I got. You got to maintain that serial killer fucking mentality.
Just do it.
I'm just gonna be
down here.
swinging a dick and
Do
a
it
knife
down
around
here,
at the same
like-
time. Every
I mean,
now
I
and
guess
then,
no-
every now and then, you're gonna see the knife, and then every now and then, you just see the tip of a dick.
It's a wig.
He's trying to get us closer to those 58 billion trees.
But honestly, the beauty, I know this is silly to say, but like, there's every now and then like that, like there's a place I frequent. Like I'll frequent Reddit, and I don't really care for Reddit in regards to the company, but like Pornhub's company seems fucking really cool as shit. Like the silly, stupid stuff that they do for analytics and data mining and just nerdy stuff with porn, it makes me just like, there's just a place in my heart for them. I love them so much for it. They do. I mean, if you ever fuck around with their fucking like, you can look at like different geolocations and see what like the top 10 porn searches from that area are and stuff. And it's just weird. And maybe I'm just an analytics nerd, but I love this stuff. It's like absolutely hilarious to me to see what people are fapping to, or what. I mean, just even if you ever watch the real feed that they do, of like what people are literally typing into the search boxes. And it's just like weird fucking.
There's a video of porn stars.
Yeah, no, I brought this up last time we talked about this. Yeah. It's just, but you'll get like weird, like single word, nonsensical sentences that are just like fucking tree unicorn bukkake, and you're like, what are you looking for? Like, what are you already started before you started typing?
You're having a stroke.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. They're good kids, I think. Everyone should put their dollars into Pornhub. If you can put dollars into
probably
Pornhub.
not the right word to use.
What?
Kids was probably the wrong choice of phrasing. Yeah, those Pornhub kids, they're great.
Look, that is the term that is.
I'm redefining the kids term. Okay, we're taking it back.
We're taking it back. It's our word, motherfucker.
I've been fighting.
Unicorn Bukkake.
17 years.
Is that our title? Is it Unicorn Tree Bukkake?
No, now it's put your dollars in a Pornhub.
Well, we let people suggest titles as the show goes along, and then we pick one.
All your data in a
I like
Drobo.
Tree Unicorn Bukkake.
You can do
like
title /
You were the one searching for that, weren't you?
This is a suggestion.
Yeah, I was totally looking for Bukkake. What are you talking about?
No,
Right,
tree unicorns.
Oh. Yeah, that too.
Speaking of recalls, and not the Samsung Galaxy S, bird, literally.
Totally.
Oh, topical tech humor. That's why you come here.
McDonald's a couple months ago were giving out, for lack of a better term, Fitbits. Like,
Baby bits. Fitbit bits.
baby Fitbits. And it looks as though they've had to recall them because they ended up giving kids rashes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they were giving cancer to kids. It's awesome.
Cancer
All right.
to kids, huh? Just like
Not
diet
cancer.
soda.
We just lost the McDonald's sponsorship? What?
Not at stage 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cancer.
Mom, it hurts.
My arm hurts. That's a show title. But my arm hurts.
Try to source your plastic from anywhere that doesn't make it out of fucking trash.
Children's bones and sadness.
Like, what do you have to fuck up in plastic to just really give people rashes? Like, I feel like plastic isn't that hard to fucking make out of just like poo and recycling and stuff. Like, it can't be that good for you in the first place. But how do you have to go bad that like you're like, oh, we shouldn't have added fucking acid and human semen? Like, why is this giving rashes to everybody?
I'm going to conspiracy theory this, and I'm going to take McDonald's side, and I'm going to blame this on the overprotection that parents put on their children nowadays, and that their children don't fucking get outside enough and play in the dirt enough, and their immunity systems are so far down that these fucking Chinese plastics are now apparently fucking giving their kids rashes when little fucking Timmy lives in a bubble fucking 70% of the time, and then the other 65% his mother is fucking cuddling him next to her vagina.
And so it's the first time that they let Timmy outside because he got a Fitbit and he wanted to run, and he ran the first time and turned a little red, and they were like, oh no, fucking China ruined my kid.
Yep.
Little Timmy needs to get Pokemon Go and get good. All right.
Get good.
I just had this conversation with my dad.
Get good.
Because we were working on my car and
talking about Pokemon Go.
No, fuck Pokemon Go. We're not bringing up Pokemon on this channel anymore. We're done with it.
Wait, no.
But I was
Pokemon Go related story.
wait for my bit. I deleted mine too. I needed space for pictures. That's now.
Right, never downloaded the app.
16 gigabyte iPhone.
All the nudes.
Yeah. So, no, I was working on the car with my dad, and at some point we were replacing the starters yesterday, and at some point we pulled something, or he pulled. Actually, it's his fault. So whatever. But he pulled something, and it ripped the cord that goes to the temperature sensor for the coolant for the antifreeze, and it's like an $11 part. It's not a big deal. So I went and got a new one. But when we unplugged it, it kind of like spurted a little bit of antifreeze over down in the engine. Didn't make a deal, but when I was down there, I'm sitting there trying to, like, later after we replaced it, I'm sitting there trying to hold the fucking starter up from under the car while he's like bracketing it in, and I'm sitting there like I have a fucking curse, okay? I have a curse right now that is fucking everything up and shit's going sideways all over the place. But so I'm underneath the car replacing the second starter, by the way, on my car.
Okay.
I'll just quickly run through this. Like 3 weeks ago, my car's starter died. I replaced it. And
you and that fucking card.
3 weeks later, it just stopped turning on when I was at work, and I was like, great. And I tried everything else I could. I'm like, shit, it seems like the starter's dead again. So I go to replace it. So I didn't want to do it that day because it was like a Monday, and I didn't want to put my dad out because he works like 12-hour days. So I was like, we'll do it on the weekend. It's fine. I'll leave my car at work. It's safe. We were going to move my car on Friday to get it to his house so that we could work on it Saturday. A tree branch from the eucalyptus tree at my work fell on my car and shattered my windshield. Okay.
Why did you hold on? Of all the things you could have said and then stop that, you could have said tree branch fell on my car. Why did you very specifically say it was a eucalyptus tree?
I don't know if it helps the story. I like to give detail. I'm working on my English major.
He's like J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, dude, I could describe the tree, man. 3 leaves, 4 branches, 2 spikes came out of the side of it. Fell at a speed.
He's like J.R. Tolkien, the PR rep for your company.
That guy from the Beatles.
Fucking J.R.
That guy from the Beatles. What? Did he make a few movies?
Oh yeah, this is J.R. Tolkien from.
Anyways, so I'm under my car, and I don't even know how I'm going to wrap this around back to what I originally was trying to say, but I'm holding the bracket after all that stuff had spurted out, and I'm holding it like it's taking all of my effort to get my hand in around the corner, and I'm pushing it, so I'm kind of just like in a bad position, and I'm just like, come on, put the fucking bolt in, and in a droplet of fucking antifreeze drops into my mouth. Oh. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, are you fucking serious? Out of all the places in the world, out of all the shit stops and bars,
better than your eyes.
Yeah, and then, but so that wrap it around to kids being shitty and not as cool as we were kids. Back when I was a kid, this prompted the story I told my dad.
Oh yeah.
When I was like 8 or 9, man, all of us neighborhood kids thought we could turn into Ninja Turtles by touching the green shit that we found in the parking lot, which just was someone's antifreeze that fell out of their fucking car. But I didn't know what it was. I thought we had stumbled across the goddamn ooze. And so I was like, let's go. And I remember, I swear to God, I think we challenged each other to drink it. But you know,
this is why every neighborhood needs a nosy ass old lady that does nothing but peek out of her windows and yells, because that's what we had in our neighborhood.
Hey, don't you be drinking that antifreeze.
Mess with something. As soon as you're like, yo, let's fucking light this anthill on fire. What the hell y'all doing to that grass? Nothing. Damn, can I live?
God, man. God, one time us kids found a box of matches. It was like a fucking smorgasbord for fucking 3 weeks. Like everything's like, yo, get the matches.
My parents used to collect matches from like everywhere they've been. They had like a huge thing of matches, and like as a kid, I found them. Those disappeared quick.
Fire is great as a kid.
That is as a kid. You ever do that, like
set the house on fire story? Man, like those are the stories where like you're like, oh, fucking matches. All right, I'm gonna just light one. You know, and you get surprised and you light the whole drawer of matches on fire. Then like the whole thing catches on fire. And well, no, I'm just saying, like that's all those things that escalate. And then
the house burns down, and then you're you're going to court for like arson, and you're worried about it. But you get off.
You're worried about it.
Right, like where you do the simple thing, right? You light one match on fire, and you like it catches you off guard, so you throw it in the carpet, and you like put it out real quick. And then you have to like come up with the backstory of how that happened, and you spend the rest of your day till your parents come home like the dog. The dog.
Nah, you try to cut it out, and then you have a bald spot in the carpet.
Yeah.
The dog's fine. The cat though.
Right. The dog came in. I opened the drawer. The matches flew out, landed. Somehow they sparked, caught on fire. I saved the house with my own body. I dived on it. Boom, put it out. Fucking. The fire department came, gave me a parade, right?
I think Kaz actually grew up on Sesame Street. I think
Kaz, he's a Muppet.
He grew up on a TV set for fucking kids. I swear to God.
Wait, Miller.
You have to have long, drawn out.
Put your hand up into him and make him talk. All right, now you can talk.
White people have done that for long enough.
Oh, reparations.
Hold on. Gotta loop it up a little bit there and just.
Careful, Curly likes that.
Oh,
don't knock until you try.
Be careful. Why should I be careful?
You don't need to be.
It's loose. That's why I'm just saying.
Should I work my way up?
Get a couple drinks in me. You're good to go. Stretch.
Get up in there.
Backup date. Backup date. I'm confused.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Interchangeable.
Parts is parts.
Parts is parts. Oh, Grandpa.
As long as you got the right plumbing, we're all right.
Bits of bits. Yeah, fucking McDonald's kids. Plastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of. By the way.
China.
Kaz,
news stories.
This is my last news story. And this one is amazing because I want to go fucking do this. So there is a ghost town in Italy that has not been used for a number of years. And it is going to finally be used for the World Championship of Hide and Seek, which one, I did not know was a thing. Two, I want to know how the fuck I sign up for. Yeah. And I need to start training right now.
Let's do it.
What the fuck? There's Hide and Seek champions?
Oh my God, that looks like a friend of mine.
Suit. It probably is.
Also, is that a GoPro or an iPhone strapped to his head?
It looks like my friend Alex.
That's a fucking GoPro.
Every time we watch a movie, Sierra just goes, "Oh yeah, I know someone in this movie." I'm like, how? Yeah, my best friend Tommy.
That's not true.
My best friend Tommy worked on this film.
So it's a ghost town?
It's a town that hasn't been used.
Oh, that kind of ghost town.
For a really long time. It was built in '68.
There's like places that people just leave. You're like,
sorry. It's a tick. Fuck you.
Someone's gonna capture a looping GIF of fucking Miller tonight.
Sitting there casually.
Someone get a good loop of that.
And then you need the Joker voice in the background too.
Want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, we should go do DKG paintball or something. God.
Yeah, oh,
look at this motherfucker. I couldn't even see him for a minute. Look at this guy.
Dude.
Wait. Hold up. I've got a video.
I don't even know where the guy is here.
You continue the conversation, but I've got a video.
Oh, she's peeking.
Dude, I want a world championship in hide and seek right now,
Oh,
man.
no, we've gone to a different story.
Those are robots.
Those are scary.
Apparently there's a fucking petition to try to fucking get the hide and seek into the 2020 Olympics. Like, dude, where's that petition? I need to start training for this. This is my life, man. Like,
we going nighttime or daytime, Kaz?
Kaz and Curly have already mastered hiding from the cops.
What was that one chick that tried to hit it and run and then tried to bury herself in a hole?
Oh, yeah. The chick that accidentally hit a kid would have had no problem, but she ran away.
Kid was fine, but she took off, hit and run. And then her plan was to get far enough away and then dug a ditch and then buried herself in it.
Covered herself in dirt.
It's a fucking Minecraft shit.
Yeah. Drew making the joke that no one else wants to make. Oh,
Drew,
Sierra,
you live in Ohio. You live in Ohio.
Oh, terrible. Is this video Panda Pants?
It's Monty Python, How Not to Be Seen.
Is it something I want to watch right now?
Probably.
No.
I'm trusting you here.
That's a big.
There's trust coming here. Is this gonna work out? So actually, no. Do we want to play?
This is whether or not Sierra gets to come back on the podcast.
No.
Again,
no, you have to earn your keep here at this point if you want this video played. The majority of viewers of this podcast are audio only listeners. So you need to describe what are you watching, Sierra Lane. Please. Okay.
Sierra Lane. Oh. Another callback that literally 3 of us understand.
I don't get it. Nope. It's the Monty Python skit.
So yeah, you describe what is on the screen for our audio listeners as it's happening.
Right now,
yeah.
What's happening is he is asking people to show themselves. And anytime that they show themselves,
stand up, please?
Yeah, every time they show themselves, they get blown up or died.
This demonstrates the value of not being seen. In this picture, we cannot see Mrs. B.J. Smegma of 13 The Crescent, Belmont.
Smegma.
Will you stand up, please? This is Mr. Nesbitt of Harlow, Newtown. Mr. Nesbitt, will you stand up, please? Mr. Nesbitt has learnt the first lesson of not being seen, not to stand up. However, he has chosen a very obvious piece of cover.
That's all you need to show.
You didn't describe anything after this.
You could hear it.
For the audio listeners, for the blind people listening to this show.
I'm gonna have you listen back to that.
Sorry, but if you can hear it, if you can hear an explosion, you know what's happening.
I've never heard an explosion.
Was that the garbage disposal? Did someone's garbage disposal go off?
Show you an explosion.
You got some phlegm in your throat? Oh.
All right, well, I have 2 news stories that I'm going to add on to Kaz's news story. So,
news story?
It's Curly's news bag. Do you? I was going to let you guys pick, and now I don't want to. I'm going to just tell you I have one normal news story, and then I have a Florida man news story.
Florida man.
I'm doing Florida man last.
Florida.
So this story is from Indio in California, which is a little bit north of me, where the Coachella Music Festival happens.
Oh boy!
Oh, right above Riverside County. So this gentleman, was on security footage for breaking into the ductwork of an YMCA, climbing through the ducts, breaking into the building from that point, dropping to the floor, breaks into a cash register, steals all the money inside, and makes a daring escape out the front door. Just did it sometime in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that. The one problem with his caper is the cash register in question was a children's toy. That he stole all the children's money out of him, which is worth next to nothing.
Was he high?
They're considering that there might be drugs involved. They haven't apprehended him yet.
Saying, if I was all coked up, I would probably try to.
You know what I would love? I would love the crime scene photos where there's the kids' cash register right next to the regular cash register,
and he's like, "Oh, damn!"
The colorful one has all the money in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Glorious.
Dude, that's so fucking bad.
So that's just a normal story from California.
Like, I thought the crux of this was going to be like, he did all that, crawled through, but the thing was he was naked. Like,
Oh, Jessica's like, don't blame the drugs. The staunch defender of the drugs, Jessica. On this note, Florida man, we've had plenty of stories from Florida. Many people have heard some bath salt stories and zombie-ish stories and whatnot. This just keeps on going.
Florida is the gift that keeps on giving.
I mean, I'm trying, there's the thing that happened in this story, and then there's, what goes on in your mind when this happens to you. So I'm just gonna, everyone get in the mind space if this is what happened to you. It's 4 in the morning, 4:28 a.m. You're in your home.
420.
You're 2 women. Okay.
I'm 2 women.
Don't focus too much on that part.
Are you? Because I'm down.
I heard this story.
Oh.
But you were one. You're one of 2 women, and
I'll flip sides.
A gentleman that is roughly 40 years old breaks into your home.
Okay, I didn't hear this.
At 4:26 a.m. And then attacks you. What?
You said 4:28, then you went back in time.
I just also scrolled down in the article. I had it in my head, and I also got it wrong. Sorry. No one's going to care.
Do that.
Wait, let me write. This isn't Clue. This isn't the quiz game yet. Okay, we're not.
Right, hold on. You told me to put the clues together, and I was like, "Oh,
follow the clues, gumshoes."
So this you. I mean, already at this point, if you're still living in Florida after all these stories, this gentleman breaks into your house. He attacks you. You and your friend, and the victims. You guys. Managed to wrestle him to the ground, but not before getting bit by the guy. And then the man just dies.
Wait. Run me through that again?
I'll just go to the title for the rundown. Naked man breaks in home, bites resident, then dies.
Whoa! You never said he was naked.
Oh, yeah, by the way, he's naked.
Whoa! That changes everything.
So yeah, rundown. Naked man breaks in home, bites resident, then dies. What's going on in your head as a Florida resident?
That changes my whole Sherlock thing that was going on. Because now I gotta fucking rewind and replay it through my head.
Now you gotta imagine his thing-a-ling waving around too while he's doing it.
They managed to subdue him, and the cops came and took his body away.
How old was he?
40.
All right, so
He got excited. All the coke in his system had at that point boiled up and had a stroke and a heart attack.
Police believe that he was under the influence of drugs and or alcohol.
Okay, all right. So my coke story is holding up right now. I mean
if a man bites me and then dies, I feel like I might have a curse. At that point, right? At that point, I feel like something's been transferred. Maybe he just did that man is on the end of his quest. He just finished his 60-hour. He finished his 60-hour RPG. He's at the end.
That's a promo for the new Ring movie.
Yeah, he is at the end of his movie. I'm just beginning the sequel. I'm thinking at that point every day, I don't know, Karen in accounting looks like she could get bit. I don't know.
So, for those who don't know, I tend to be a little bit of a zombie conspiracy theorist. This is how it starts.
Right? That's patient 0, right?
How it starts.
I'd be like, get me tests. Do I have exploding cancer? What is all the stuff that starts zombie shit? Like,
I would have gotten to the police department like, has he gotten back up yet? Chop my arm off. Chop it off now before I turn.
Lock me up. I don't want to hurt the ones I love. It's terrifying.
I can already taste
the ones I love. Oh wait.
I taste flesh. I need flesh.
I honestly, I was just clicking through stories. I was reading them, and then this one, I got 2 paragraphs in and went, "It's fucking Florida, isn't it?" And I scrolled up, Orlando Sentinel. I'm like, fucking goddamn it, Florida! You fucking piece of shit. Had to be.
No, seriously, right here, right now. I'm telling you. This is the broadcast that's gonna live on. This is where it started, folks. Fucking zombie apocalypse. I fucking told you. You all thought I was fucking crazy.
Oh, you out there in the future.
Thought I was crazy for fucking building a bunker. But now look at you. Look at you now, bitches.
Yep, that's gonna be the needs that the future people. I just unlocked 45 episodes of dkgWELP. I found the tapes. Let's listen to them. We've got no other entertainment available.
God, man, we do force people to kill themselves.
I have a game.
All right, it's time for a curly game. I'm
liking that bumper. That works for me. You're going to need a piece of paper and a writing utensil of some kind.
Fuck.
You got time. Chat, you can play along, baby.
You're making us do work. What the fuck, man?
I'll use my confirmation for my fucking flight.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I have all it is I have 18 things, and you're gonna either need to just notate, was that one true or false?
TRF.
TRF. You don't have a big piece of paper. That's all. It's fine. So I'll preface this while you're working on this.
I actually have to write this down.
No, you can notepad it. You're fine.
You can say,
you're fine.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything.
I got notes.
I don't need to see any of it. You're fine.
18? All right, we're good.
As nerdy as this may sound, y'all are familiar with the Oxford English Dictionary, correct?
Nope.
They're kind of the go-to. Oh, I have whiskey burps.
What do they do?
So they are basically the go-to people that tell us what our language is evolving into as life goes on. For the past
teachers?
YOLO
since 2000, they have released every 3 months they release an update to the Oxford English Dictionary, which
this is gonna be good.
Which is they add words to the legitimate English language.
This is gonna trigger me, isn't it?
For what?
Yes.
For what are now considered legitimate words that you can use in research papers and other such things, and are
YOLO
not
Bay
considered.
420 swag.
Kaz is there, exactly. So so they just honestly like 2 or 3 days ago released a new list. So I have in my list 18 words that may or may not be included in this list of Oxford English Dictionary words that are now part of the English vernacular. The legitimate, you can use them in a research paper, in a college paper kind of fucking shenanigan. So you're going to tell me, or no, you don't have to tell me, but you're going to write down, and I feel free to discuss yes or no whether this is in the Oxford English Dictionary.
I feel like I like this game already.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I know it's a big nerd thing. I want to randomize this list. Hold on.
Randomizer.org, now sponsoring DKG. They don't know about the Jews.
All about the Jews. What?
I don't know nothing about no Jews.
I said Jews. Too white for this shit.
All right, so we're gonna start with something
That's a
easy.
Show title.
I just randomized the list. So we're gonna go through. This is number 1, and feel free to play along. If you're in chat and you're going to ruin this game for people, don't be a dick, but play along. It's fun. You all have access to the internet. You can all be dicks, but just don't be a dick. Otherwise, I'll ban the fuck out of you quickly. Number 1, VOM, VOM. Is that?
Wait. That's our. Okay.
You can talk about it. You might be giving your friends a little bit of an advantage. You don't have to necessarily win.
No. I don't want to give anybody advantage, but
I encourage you to talk it out if you want to.
I'm just saying that should have already been in the dictionary.
Then maybe they caught up with your opinion.
But I'm just saying.
I can tell you right now,
please tell me more.
as of September 2016, it is now either in it or not in it still. So,
I will say that there's a theater term that is related to this.
Is it an
Why
acronym?
are you helping us?
It is the.
I mean, please continue, but
it is the adjective of. I mean, it's a shortened word for vomit. I mean, it's vom. Look at that. Oh God, Mary couldn't handle her drink tonight. She vomed all over the bathroom. Like that's what this is.
All right.
Yeah, I said.
What's number 2?
All right, I got my thing down for that one.
Okay. The next one is, and I probably have to spell it for you. It's the word, all one word, forget about it. And it's
Wait, what am I writing down?
You're right. Is it in the English? Is it part of English language now? Yes or no?
Okay.
Like Al Pacino, forget about it.
Yes, yeah. FUHGEDDA about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm walking here. Forget about it.
Yeah. Is that now part of English
Talking to me?
vernacular as of September 2016?
No, he ain't talking to me. He talking to me.
I'm gonna throw it out there. Any words that are not part of this, I have pulled that have been pulled from Urban Dictionary. Okay, so
hold on. Wait, I got it. I'm gonna go to my secret stash. Drew, is that a real term?
Don't fucking cheat. Don't cheat. If you want to play along in chat, by all means, keep a track of your own.
I mean,
and then see how you pan out at the end of it. But
you're Italian, right? You know these things. Forget about it.
These are either words that have now been blessed by the Oxford English Dictionary as English words, or I stole them from Urban Dictionary. So
what's number 3?
Number 3 is.
I think we understand the fucking game at this
People
point.
are still asking. This is again all one word because these are mostly all one word. Jagoff.
It's
Jagoff.
Like JAGOFF.
Hey, look at his fucking Jagoff over here.
Exactly how Miller used it.
You fucking Jagoff.
He's Jagoff over here. I will say, as somebody who grew up in New York,
you guys go to New York. I'm like English.
I did hear that word a lot.
Quite.
Because all Englishmen are super proper and nice.
Well,
nice.
According to a Netflix show I binged the other day, no, the fuck, they are not.
See?
Next word, number 4. Skronk.
Wait.
Wait. Can you please use the word in a sentence?
What is it?
Hold on, I can find it. No, I know this. I looked it up actually. Yo, that music's skronk. SKRONK.
The fact that never mind.
That instrument sounds kind of out of tune. It's very skronk.
I have never heard an audio person use that word.
Me either.
And our audio guy says dank for everything. He's like, yeah, that's dank. Like,
well, he smokes a lot of pot.
Yeah, I know. An ex used dank all the time, and I stopped talking to her because of it.
He's like, yo, that's dank.
Number 5, yoga lattes. It's a combination of the words yoga and Pilates. In case you didn't get that.
Ooh. This isn't in the dictionary. I fucking hate white people. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You don't go to your
right now.
Yoga lattes class?
Right now, there's a fucking mom with a minivan and 2 kids named fucking Buck and Cooper who uses that word.
Buck and Cooper.
Buck. Next word, number 6.
I wonder which one of them. Never mind.
Which one of them is going to grow up to be a fucking hedge fund owner and the other one's a rapist?
Yeah.
Cooper. I got mine. All right. Next word, number 6. Mang. Like, yo, Mang, what's up?
What up, Mang?
Oh,
yo, Mang, what's up?
Yo, Mang, how's it going, Mang?
What up, Mang?
I think I've stopped. I've started becoming jaded at this point.
Oh, you're
My answers have
You
changed.
made it to all the way to number 6 before you got jaded. Wow, that's
We're
impressive.
going to
I was jaded
18.
by,
We're
like,
only a
number 2.
third of the way there.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm gonna have to like.
I love that you all knew Mang. Like everyone's like, yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah. I know what that is. Yeah, yo,
What's up,
yo,
man?
Mang. What a
Mang?
Mang.
Hey, yo, dog.
Hey, yo, Mang.
What's up, man?
I might win my money at mine.
Number 7.
Number 7, moobs. MOOBS. I'm gonna let you decide what that means.
You use that.
That should have also been in there as well.
I'm gonna.
Boobs. Let
As
me
I
touch
said,
your
it's
boobs.
either now a word as of September 2016, or it's still not.
Wait, hold on. Keep going.
What?
Why'd you stop? Somebody gift that, please, for me.
All right, don't get weird.
For
Take it to the street. Take it to the after show.
for science.
Yeah.
Next word, scrumdiddlyumptious.
Scrum-diddly fucking umptious. Well,
That wasn't already as well.
That's some Willy Wonka shit right there.
Very accurate. It really is. When something just isn't
It is.
scrumptious enough.
It's scrum-diddly umptious.
Yeah. What number are we on now?
Fuck, man. I don't know. That's a
9.
tough one because I could totally see that.
9.
Stop Googling Chris. What? I almost called you Chris. What's weird is that? I don't even know anyone named Chris.
I was gonna say.
Fucking Chris Miller over here.
Good album.
The real Chris Miller.
Christopherson.
What number are you on? What number are you on?
Everybody guess
9.
his name.
Number 9. Biatch.
Oh
Biatch.
no.
Biatch in the Oxford English Dictionary.
You in the triage, Biatch.
Again,
Please tell me that like one of these
surprising-
is Yas.
Surprising this hasn't been brought up yet.
Yas.
Yeah. Yas
Yeah.
yes is probably already in there. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think Yas
Yas,
is the one. Yas queen. Yas queen.
Number
Yeah.
10.
Play, bitch.
Number 10.
Oh,
Freemium.
geez. What is it?
Freemium.
Oh.
Kind of bullshit fucking Web 2.0 industry goddamn standard bullshit fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
I got my answer for that.
Fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Shucklefuck, goddamn.
Flash Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes,
got
Mark.
internet.
Slay, bitch. Code that
Slay
fucking program.
premium updates.
Fucking Bob Saget. Fucking
Bob
Mark
fucking
Zuckerberg.
Saget.
Fucking MySpace.
Yeah.
Number 11. I hope y'all children have gone to bed at this point. You want to turn on the radio for him. Butt fuck
Wow.
as one word.
You sodomy.
That's man. This is
I will give
getting.
you. I will give you the helpful information. It is
personal.
hyphenated. Butt fuck as one word, but yeah, BUTT hyphen fuck.
Mm-hmm.
BUTT.
Fuck that.
No, it's not.
This is
No,
actually-
it's not. It's not. Not. But it's the asshole. It's yeah. No, it's butt fuck.
I've demonstrated inside the chat for you all.
Thanks.
But
No. It's
I was
the
trying to
asshole,
give you
but-
the least amount of words to describe what it was,
the anal hole.
and I was just like, no, it's not the fucking other. No, asshole.
This
An
one,
asshole.
yeah.
How it wasn't in before, you'll never know.
Wow.
T2 English man.
That's really the. Okay.
No,
Tight,
it's like
a pea.
Hey.
That wasn't what you had before.
Like
yeah. This is it. This is it right there.
You're like, what?
tight like a.
No, I did not. I was like this. Fuck
Need more
you.
wrinkles
It's,
on that.
it's about a garbanzo bean size, like a chickpea.
Okay, real story. Real story.
Oh, God.
When I was taking scenic painting classes, my teacher actually, her thing was like, if
Is
you,
this gonna
she
be
would come
depressing?
up to you, she came up to you and she would do this at you, and that meant that you needed to loosen your asshole, is what she told us. Means you were being too anal
So she
about
was-
it,
so
and you
she was
needed to
literally,
loosen up a little bit.
Tight butthole.
And
Yeah,
she's,
she's like, your butthole's too tight, you need to
What's
loosen
that
up.
TV show?
is she serving 20 years in like fucking Las Colinas or like, what?
No. She's just what that fucking
she's
show is based
awesome.
on.
She's awesome though. She was like,
Girl, you need to loosen that asshole.
She's like, that asshole, you need to loosen. So every time I see that emo,
Girl.
not gonna lie, that's all I think about is, man, you gotta loosen that asshole a little bit.
One of your ass sphincters is involuntary. You can't. It's just basic anatomy.
Look, Curly, you just need to loosen up a little bit, all right?
I love that you called it the ass sphincter.
No, I said one of the sphincters.
One of them, not both of them. One of them.
One of them you could control. The other one is involuntary. You guys don't know this information?
Number 12.
Number 12. This one's for
I don't know
Kaz.
a lot about assholes.
YOLO.
YOLO. Swag.
YOLO.
What up, bitch? Insta hate. Insta love. I'm sorry.
Hashtag.
Thank you, Summer, for the title suggestions. Anyone else that wants to suggest titles?
He's like, I'm leaving.
Number 13. Another hyphened word, but it is all together. Gender fluid.
Oh, that's in there.
Shit, yeah, for real, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest,
right.
I agree with them. I think we all are in agreement there.
Number 14. I don't know how to explain this one.
If it's not in there, fucking Tumblr will fucking have a fit tonight.
Yep.
Number 14, I think. America. Not missing the A.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Apostrophe above the M. America.
America.
I was wrong. I was trying to mute.
Did you turn yourself into a bong? You sounded like a bong, but it was all your body. Damn it. You took a hit from yourself. It was frightening.
He's like red right now too.
I was trying to mute.
You turned straight pink. No, you turned straight pink. I don't know if you noticed that.
He turns the color of the things he likes.
I love that mixture of fucking emotes, Chimera.
You're welcome.
That's what America's all about. Fucking cheeseburgers.
Show title. Miller likes the
girls
pink.
in
16.
I think that's already been a show title.
15.
15.
Another hyphen word, a non-apology.
A non-apology or
just non-apology.
They gave me the worst non-apology.
Very specifically described as a apology that is definitely not trying to be apologetic.
It's like, man, fuck you for being hurt about it.
I'm really sorry that you couldn't handle being around me when I'm like this.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not. You know, I really hate the fact that you can't handle my knife.
The word is wide enough to be added. So coming from T2, that it's official.
Number 16.
16.
16.
Squee.
Squeeze zero?
I feel like I'm doing a spelling bee right now. Jesus Christ.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I tried to start that bit, but nobody wanted.
This word actually has in the dictionary, or the Urban Dictionary, has an exclamation point after it. It is an exclamation.
Sunbun nose.
Yep. Not that many. But yes. Squee. Irrational exuberance of some kind. Next word is 17. Slacktivist.
Oh, shit.
I know, some of these make me so angry. This is so angry.
I've never even heard some of these.
Biatch.
Squee, what happened to it? I miss it too.
Yeah, I miss Squee.
I didn't know Daisy Departed was Squee. I just knew Daisy Departed as a new recent follower. Baby.
Yeah, it's Squee. She's been around.
Number 18 and your final word of Are You in the English Oxford Dictionary? Very pertinent to this channel. Unsub. The word, adjective, I'm assuming, unsub.
Oh, I thought it was like in the kinky way when somebody stops.
You're such an unsub.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple months ago.
You're the most
oh, wow. Yeah, it's a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a year. Okay,
he's still talking about it.
He's crying a little bit inside right now.
We're just
I'm
tired
gonna
of
cry.
hearing. We're just tired of hearing this bullshit.
All right, I have to go break the seal.
Right at
Okay.
the end of the game.
Yeah, I do.
We will hold the results for a Panda P.
Well, if we're gonna take a pause in the action,
Fuck me. Okay, I can edit this video. Go ahead.
All right.
But anyways, yeah, let's get back to the podcast. We're almost done with this, guys. Timestamp recorded. I don't know what the fuck we're. Oh, the game's over. So everyone has their list of words from the Oxford English Dictionary if they are either true or false in their thing. So we're gonna go down them very quickly, and I'm gonna have you mark if you got a point or not that they're either in the Oxford Dictionary or they're not. Does anyone feel strong about their selections?
no.
Okay. Everyone in
I
chat.
feel
Timing, Miller.
as
Good
strong
timing.
as my boner right now.
Everyone
What?
is probably just
So
loose.
limp,
Yeah.
non-existent.
So like 3 millimeters.
3 milli. Wow.
Much like the
That's a
cats that
clit
were
joke.
left after Homeward Bound. Still holding on to that joke.
Wow, Miller, that face though.
Hold on.
Go find out what happened to the animals in Homeward Bound.
They
If
died.
you ever got a day.
That's a
clit
glitch.
joke.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good. No, I was fapping. What?
So, chat, you can
Number
go get your
one.
shit ready. Number 1.
Bomb.
I do
Vom.
the reveal. They're all in the English dictionary.
What? No.
I freaking knew it because after a while I was like, yes, all the way down.
got
Every
10 right.
single one of those words
I got
is in the
10.
Oxford English Dictionary now. Those are all legitimate words that you can use wherever you choose.
Damn it. I got 10 points.
I freaking knew it.
Thank you for not breaking the silence then, Curly Q.
Would you get, Sierra?
Hmm?
How many did you get?
I got the only one of them. I said no.
So 17.
Wow.
Well done.
How many you get, Miller?
10.
10.
Really? 10?
Miller on that 10 train. Fucking riding it into the fucking sunset.
So those are all, yeah, those are my picks from the Oxford English Dictionary. Not a one looked up on Urban Dictionary.
Number 2 was the one that I said nope to, and then
Well,
the rest of them I got
said-
jaded about it.
I said
I
no to
was like-
bomb. I said no to forget about it. Then I felt bad, so Jagoff I said true. Skrank, I was like, fuck that shit, no.
Skronk. Skrank.
Strong. What was 5? Oh, Yoga Lattes. I was like, that one was just...
Yoga Lattes, I was
I heard-
really half and
As soon as I
half.
heard
people.
Yoga Lattes, I could just think of a mom in fucking yoga pants with her fucking mat and her fucking Yale t-shirt and like, come
We're
on,
gonna
kids.
do Miller.
Come on, Brooke and Cooper, let's go. You got to go to karate. Mom
Well,
needs
yeah,
to go to
you
Yoga
can- I
Latte.
mean, whoever called the Scrumdiddlyumptious, like, I guess a lot of these words that were added this year were because Roald Dahl's anniversary of death or whatever happened, and so they added a bunch of words from his shit. Because, you know, that's what you want, emotional people being in charge of the English language.
Desperately seeking Miller.
Good times. Yes,
I
and
just hate words that are
compounds.
defined by using another word just straight out. Like bomb is just vomit. Like
Yeah,
shit like that. to
that
me
bothers
is
me.
like-
The trouble is with the English language is I actually know a lot of people that use vom constantly. Like I will bring something up and be like, oh, vom, fucking, I can't handle that.
Fucking
Vom
Californians.
has a different fucking meaning to me, though. Vom means vomitorium, which is
Classic
You done?
Take
Vuvuzela.
that
you done.
dick out of your mouth while you're holding on to that fucking valve.
You done? All right. Vomitorium, which is it's a theater term. In the Colosseum days, they had a vomitorium where people would literally vomit the food that they had been eating so that they could eat more food. And so in
Bulimitorium.
theater,
Oh, you mean teenage white girls?
yes. And so in theater, so if you,
You mean
have
how
a-
I maintain my
Con.
physique?
if you have an entrance /
Really?
exit,
It's really working out for you, buddy.
So we had vomitoriums in the college that I went to, and so we called them bombs. I mean, we didn't use them like that, but that was what they were. That's what they looked like.
Thank you for clarifying.
Obviously,
Also,
that's not what they
Final
were.
part of this long ass episode of dkgWELP.
Cocktail infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
Calling it. We're going to email. We've got one email from you fuckers because no one emails the goddamn show.
No, not no one. Someone emailed us, so you can't say no one anymore. One
Yes,
person
motherfucker.
And they are
One
lovely
person
people.
emailed.
Mr. M,
not the loneliest number.
Mr. MJM. This is a question posed to the entire panel. Loaded crazy bites or loaded tater tots?
First of all, what are crazy bites?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like
All right, hold on.
Somebody
Let's look
Google
up
this.
really quick. Yeah.
I'm assuming they're like the Arby's. This is Arby's things.
Crazy bread bites.
Crazy bread bites.
Are you?
Those look good,
But tater tots are
though.
bread as well.
No,
Right.
they're
Fucking
taters.
bread bites all the way.
crazy
All right,
bites.
here, let me
Crazy
put
bites,
loaded in
yeah.
front of-
Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fucking tater tot fan.
It's loaded potatoes, but except with the potato, it's like a breadstick.
The trouble is,
So
I
it's a
usually
breadstick with bacon
usually
and
say
cheese.
I
Oh,
hate
okay,
potatoes
so-
because potatoes are a motherfucking filler. And so if you ever go to
Little
a buffet,
Caesars-
you stay
Little
away from the
Caesars
tates.
Loaded crazy bread bites. That's what I get. And
Yeah.
it just looks like
Crazy
tater
bites.
tots with shit on it.
Yeah.
Crazy bread bites, man.
Ugh.
I'm about that shit. I haven't tried. We should get crazy bread bites.
If y'all want to go to O'Brien's, O'Brien's Irish Pub in San Diego, they got a loaded fucking tater tot fucking goddamn mountain
That
that'll
does sound
happen.
good, though.
And
That
it'll
sounds
fuck
good
you.
way to
It'll
do
fuck
it.
you sideways. It'll three of
So-
you will be dead.
Shots of Jameson and a mountain of tater tots.
That's how you soak up the alcohols with potatoes and bread, dude.
And what I was getting ready to say is the look of this thing that I'm looking at, this crazy Caesars bagel.
Crazy Caesars.
Bagel.
Extravaganza.
These are the kind of foods I was thinking about for a show
Bagel.
idea we had called like, "Is it better drunk?" Like these are the
There
kind
it
of
is.
things
There it is.
you wouldn't
You would
choose
eat
to
that
eat
drunk.
this, but if you're drunk, you're like, "This is amazing."
I'm just saying.
I am
at
just enough.
TwitchCon,
I'm just
we might
enough
think
in.
that's a good idea. at
I am.
some
I am
point.
just enough in right now that I might Uber to get these.
Uber just for those things.
God damn, man.
I'm gonna need you to take me to Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Why?
Can we
Crazy
get a,
bread bite.
at some point during TwitchCon? I don't care who's with me, but can we just like drunkenly get an Uber, go to some food place, and then just try to pay the dude in food, even though we're already paying him?
Yes.
Pay him in
Yes.
the food that he made.
Yes.
Oh no,
Be
pay
like-
the Uber
Just
driver.
be like, bro,
Yeah,
Bro.
it would be a bruh.
bro, you want? Huh?
Bruh.
Come on, you
Bruh.
take one. You take one.
Dude, they can hold on.
You don't
hold
bring
on.
food
Go
to someone's
back-
fucking
no, no, no.
car.
Hold, dude, go
Go
back,
back around and then
go
order
back
him something.
around, and let's tell them that they shorted us a couple tacos, and you get those tacos,
Right.
and
They're
then
just-
we
they're
got
just tacos.
you.
There's tacos. Tacos.
We all gotta do both things.
I'm not going
Right.
anywhere with you
You're
guys.
just-
You
you're
guys
right
are the
next to
worst.
them. Tacos.
I'm over here just like, I'll just pay you, man. Don't worry about it. Just fuck these guys. This fucking
I
monsters.
just want to see how long we go till we get kicked out. Till he's like, "Can you please?"
Tacos.
I am canceling this Uber. I am canceling. You need to
I am
get out.
sorry. I had to let you out of the car.
Mike, we're best friends. How could you do?
Dude,
My name is not Mike.
Devon.
What was I?
Hey,
I've been
Aaron.
watching the show
The one
fucking,
evening JVC doesn't show up.
I know.
I've been watching the show. What is it? Fucking Limitless on Netflix, and I just love the whole bit of that dude calling people different names.
Yay! Hey, Aaron.
You know what I
Sarah.
Yeah.
Is there a Sarah in the room? Sarah? You
We
mean
are.
Sarah? Sarah?
We're done here,
I can
everybody.
read. I can read.
I appreciate your existence. Thank you guys for showing up. Sierra, you've been a toot. Miller, you've been a hoot.
I'll toot your horn.
I can't wait for her to not ever answer our messages again. It's gonna be great.
Oh, you're not getting rid of her. Sierra's gonna be around for a while.
She like gum on your shoe.
Yeah, I
That's
am.
what they all say, and then they get partnered, and they're like, "Who's that?"
No.
You take the over under on when the Sierra partnership's coming before Curly's
It's gonna
partnership.
be a while before I even apply again. So.
You'd be surprised, man. This.
Dan said that.
You come on this show, and it is day afterwards. So apply tomorrow. You'll see. It's great.
No, like, you think that they're joking about this, but it's actually happened like 8 times.
Yeah. The majority of our friendship circle that is like Twitch people is all partnered at this point. It's fantastic.
Flag
You know,
planted.
it's funny. I was talking to Jade before the show.
You act like I actually emailed her.
I know you didn't. That's why I said to her, I was like, I know that Curly sucks at organization,
I saw, yeah,
yep. On the podcast.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Curly, yeah, we need to get you on the podcast still.
Yo,
right,
good night. This has been fun. We're having a podcast tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. What? You can subscribe to the show on iTunes and every place that you can get fucking audio things that you could hear with your ears, except if you have a new iPhone, because then you can't, because they're going to give you shitty ass fucking earphones that are going to run out of battery. Then the length of this show exists. You could just go to YouTube and look at the video version, but then you're on the bus and then the dude next to you doesn't want to hear this shit. So I'm going to apologize to the dude next to you for that. Other than that, like, listen, rate, subscribe. Check the YouTube channel for new gameplay videos coming out, edited by King J. Other than that, that's it.
Damn jagoffs.
Forget about it.
He's just like